All fueled up this morning. Put some grease on all the bucket pins and the arm pins. Ready to go to work. Let's go down there and dig up some more stumps. The weather is not looking great for rain today now. They've lowered the rain chances, so if we can't burn, we got plenty of stumps to dig up at least. Alright, so I'm back down here this morning, and this is where they've been dragging all the tops. That's that first pile I set on fire. I would pile it up again on top of that and just make a big old pile, but I'm afraid the ashes are still hot enough. It was still smoking yesterday that it would accidentally set on fire, and it's a little dusty and dry to be burning right now. So today's focus, unless it rains, is to get all this stumped and raked all the way up there to the property corner and all the way down that line, all the way there by that oak tree. Clean all that up and get all that stuff over here, and maybe some of that added to that lower pile. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. Went ahead and put the stumper on. I think it really does make a difference in getting stumps up. You don't quite get as much dirt, or you don't have to disturb as much to get everything broke out. So I'm just popping the stumps out, and then I'll come back with the dozer and break through all this. This is one of the fields right here, so probably there's a big low area right there. I'll probably end up just kind of pushing the dirt and roots over there, and we'll end up hauling some dirt up here, leveling that up a little bit. I think I'm going to have excess dirt from the pond. That'll be a good spot to put some of it. Chunked over there. Those will rake all that up. Just knock it down a little bit. As you can see, it's just like the first inch or so is just baby powder. It's so dry. Pretty good to run through there with the bucket and kind of reach over and grab all the brush and everything, and then run back through here with a stumper and rip everything out. So here's something funny up here I never really thought about until my buddy that's doing the logging actually pointed it out. But on every big clearing job, you will find balloons. We kind of have a little game where whoever, see, that would be a combination right there, because there's a 3 and 1 right there. That would be worth a lot of points. But we have a little game where whoever finds the most balloons that week there kind of wins. And I never really paid attention till he mentioned it. He's like, every clearing job you do, you know, other than like a little house lot or something like that, anything of any size, tract of woods that you walk through, you will find a balloon laying in the woods, on the ground, in a tree. If you look, there will be a balloon somewhere, and I would say 9 times out of 10 you will find one. everywhere. At least all these were poplars and they seem to come up pretty easily. Grab all the ones I can, then I'll put the bucket back on and rake through everything on my next cut, and come back and pluck some more out. Shut the door. So much for this 65-degree fresh morning air, and it's filled with dust. Almost all the way back up here on my second pass. I would say after this I should have probably 3/4 of this area stumped right here. Then I've got to rake it. I'll probably go down there and stack some more brush on the burn pile and push some of this stuff over there. But like all this right here, instead of taking it all the way over there, it just needs to go to that burn pile. But I've got to get rid of all that first. So got all the branches out of that oak tree that were broke off, so it's kind of deceiving when it's all windrowed up. It doesn't really look like you made a whole lot of progress, but once all that's gone, you'll be able to see it a lot better and how much more open that it is. Sit here and keep getting these little stumps up, knocking the dirt off of them. Bucket and stacked up all the brush, majority of it. Like I said, this little stuff, I'll come back through here with the dozer and rake it up. No need to sit here and waste a lot of time trying to pick all those little pieces up. They all came up just like that. Had hardly any dirt on the stuff. But they don't. Out of the way, and it's a little little bit much. Kind of get a sense of accomplishment after you've cleared a big area though and got all the stumps up and everything raked over. You can kind of look back and see what you've done. But after a while this does get very monotonous. Just kind of break it up, do a little cleanup and then a little stumping, and then I'll go stack the brush pile up and jump on the dozer and just try to break it up a little bit. Not you'll go insane sitting here plucking one stump out after the other. Alright, I'm gonna go over here and grab a few more of those and then put the bucket back on and pick some more of that brush up. Lunchtime. Well, I made it all the way to this side. It's a long ways from all the way down there. And I just got this corner left here to do. Let's hop up on the top over here and we can see a little better. Dusty. So pretty much I've stumped all of this right here all the way down to that first little pipe that I had put in. And then everything is stumped. All that's stumped right there. It's just got brush piled up on top of it all the way to that far pile and then back across. So making good progress. I'll finish getting this done after lunch, and then I'm gonna go over there and stack all that up beside that pile and probably take the dozer and push everything from like right here probably to there, and then all this can just go to that pile whenever the weather is suitable to burn. And then I may take off back down in there, or maybe go around that other pile and start working my way back that way and getting some of that stumped up. We'll just see how the time works out. Yeah, my cylinder's still weeping a little bit, but I did get the seal kit in the mail the other day. Huge shout out to AMI. I literally called them Tuesday at like 4:30, 4:45. Told them that little cylinder, it's got a 2-year warranty on it. It hadn't quite been 2 years and I still haven't put the cover back on it. But I kid you not, they sent it that Wednesday morning, shipped out. Thursday afternoon I had it at the house from Canada. You can't beat that customer service. Can't beat that at all. I just got to get that swapped out. It hasn't leaked right now for some reason, but it's like when stuff sits, it leaks. It's weird. Anywho, let's go get some lunch and dig some more stumps up. All the stumps are finally dug up. on this side, I'm going to go down there and stack some of that brush up between the pile and this, and go ahead and jump on the dozer and start pushing some of this stuff down there and getting this area cleaned up. Shove all this into a pile over there, and hopefully get this area raked over before it's time to leave. So I tracked down here and grabbing some of these stumps and brush that was laid over here beside the pile, and I'm just adding it back to it. I think by the time it rains, this is going to be all dried out well, where I'll just light it and stand back type deals. That's why I'm mixing the stumps in there as well, and just come back once it burns down and pile it up again. Get a little pile of stuff here. Probably push that stuff over here and stack it up, and then just leave the rest. At some point in time, I gotta quit making a pile so big, because if it don't burn out right, then it'll be more work on my end trying to get it all piled into the fire when it's 100-foot diameter. It up. I'll be about ready to hop in the dozer. About ready to hop out the excavator. I've sat in it for the past 3 days. Gets a little bit monotonous after a while. Need a little variety. Somebody found me. Stump up top, that way it can cook. Alright, let's go push a little bit with the dozer now. So I got a fair amount pushed up to the pile down there and pushed up all these stumps right here that I laid out first. And what I'm going to do now is push all this stuff into one pile right here. And I'm actually going to run up there and grab the off-road truck. And since it's only about 6 or 7 loads maybe at the most, and I need to probably take it behind that pile over there. I hate to keep just pushing the pile out farther and farther. I still got to move it again. I can load them up and dump them directly behind that pile where they'll pretty much be in the pile, and then I can lay that brush on top of them and won't have to move them again. And frankly, I want to use the dump truck. I haven't used it in about 3 weeks. So I got everything raked up into a pile right there. I'm gonna walk up there and go ahead and grab the truck, bring it down here, and load some of these stumps up and work for about another hour or so and just haul them over there to the pile and see how much of this I can get cleaned up. And the rest can wait till next week and get started on some more down there. All right, let's make sure this thing starts up. It's been a while since I've used it. Probably the longest it's set. Look at that. It's probably set almost 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Still holding air. That's a good sign. Power. Forgot to cut the power on. You don't have to cut the power on, but if you want it to start, you must. Oh, we got juice now. Hope the air conditioning still works. It's about 90 outside. Oh, look at there. Fired right up. Now we let our air build up for a minute. Making our way back here. Nice and dusty. It's literally just a giant cloud of dust behind the truck. The good thing is the AC is still nice and cold. That's all that matters. We don't need any tunes. We don't need any gauges. As long as that comes out of there cold. Let's load up some stumps and dump some stumps back out. Stump relocation is about to commence. Luckily it's not dusty out here at all. Oh yeah, look at this. Remember my story I told you earlier? 2 points. Balloons. You find them everywhere. Let's load that truck up. Well, I'll just leave all the equipment down here. I made good progress today. I got everything from that brush all the way to the wood line stumped and pushed up into piles, and then loaded it out in the truck and hauled it over there to the burn pile. I got to run over what was left right here with the dozer and the rake, but I'll do that next week. So pretty good progress today. I'll send the drone up and kind of see what all I've gotten done.